Just circulating right now. What's happening? Let's take Jamie McDonald, for example. He's trying to work out in his mind what the best move is going to be on turns one. And, of course, he's got to get himself behind Connor Rangi, but he's also got to hold out Joel Myers Jr. So it's a bit of defence and attack at the same time. Let's see how Jamie McDonald will navigate his way. He's one of the best sprint car drivers you'll ever see from the North Island, and he's a sprint car champion as well. So the High Koki 71A getting ready to go to battle.
Yeah, here we go, folks. Heat number 2, locked and loaded. Countdown on. It's time to clobber the clay with heat number 2. Green flag flies. What a move by Joel Myers, right around the top side. Oh, here's coming together, Matt Honeywell, Shannara Stronach, and Smash Palace revisited. Oh, boy. So there's a little bit of contact in there, and then the old accordion effect right back through the field.
Yeah, one on the infield, one on the track, another one stalled up further. Certainly can't pick up who it was at the moment that went on the infield.
Yeah, that's Nigel Colvin.
He just sort of came out quietly, and I think, when he hit that green grass, it didn't give him much traction at all.
Yeah, Matt Honeywell, he's got the big old Nerf bar hanging off the car. Bailey Patterson, what a shame for Bailey. Hopefully not too much damage inflicted in that. It looked like he'd managed to drive out through the storm that was happening there.
Yeah, well, Nigel Colvin's car looks a little bit sad from there. Shannara Stronach and the 21's on the infield. It is Bailey Patterson that has gone over. They've just righted him. Certainly the top wing's not looking too flash either. He'll be out. He'll need a tow truck on that one because there's a tyre gone and a few rods bent. Yep, the torsion bars are off the front axle. And then the other one sitting down here further up.
Yeah, great to see Bailey Patterson out of that car and acknowledging the crowd. A frightening moment for Bailey. Just a young sprint car driver, but he's got a bit of...
95 Caleb Bournes, the other one going on the hook. Doesn't look to
fire.
Too much damage there.
Fire, boys, over here. Fire.
Other than a flat right rear.
Fire.
Yep, and the all air's just gone out of Gene Spooner's tyre. It ignited there with the exhaust.
Well, it's all happening here at the Racecourse Hotel in Molodge, Ruapuna Speedway. Gene Spooner's car, just a bit of an exhaust fire, actually, and it burned his right rear tyre, so he's going to get out of the car now. We've got all the activity going over by Bailey Patterson. He's safely out, good to see. Shannara Stronach looks like she's out of her car. So, man, talk about action happening here tonight, AJ.
More than you can throw a stick at. Maybe some rear end problem on the 95 car.
Yeah, no, that's a flat rear, basically.
Okay.
Nothing too much serious on that one. But we have lost 5.
Yeah, and then there were 5.
Well, I tell you what, folks, if you haven't seen sprint car racing, you're certainly being treated to all sorts of drama tonight. How good was that move by Joel Myers Jr. to go from 4th right round to the front? An exceptional move by the American, and he must have just had his foot flat right on it, AJ. Some good skills shown by the young American driver.
Yeah, I would say he preempted that whole thing. He must have just sat there and worked out very accurately as to what was going to unfold in front of him. And, boy, he got that 100% right. Okay, so the Reburgers Wholesale Motors 35, driven by Mean Gene Spooner, sitting there. I'm having a barbecue with Gene tonight. I think we might have to get him to be the cook. He's a bit of an expert on that now.
Well, it looked scary, folks. It wasn't too bad, to be honest. That tyre just ignited. It's made a heck of a smell over here.
You can smell it.
Smells like the old clutch in the bloody in the Prado, mate. But it's all good. We'll get that car pushed to the infield, and we'll take a few minutes here just to get these cars all re-racked and stacked, and they'll be calming their nerves down for those guys that got into that crash at the back of the field.
get a shiver in the dark. It's raining in the park, but meantime, sound of the river, you stop and you hold everything. A band is blowing Dixie, double fall time. You feel alright when you hear the music ring. Well, now you step inside, but you don't see too many faces. Coming in out of the rain and hear the jazz go down. Competition in other places. But the horns, they blowing that sound. Way on down south. Way on down south.
I tell you what, folks, you'll be surprised. Most of these cars will probably get themselves up and running for the next race coming up a little later tonight. But Joel Myers Jr., despite that a wonderful start that he had, will have to redo that restart. And having said that, with all the withdrawals, he might find himself very close to the front row anyway. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just 6 cars to compete now, and some pretty good points up for grabs here. Jamie Larson being the main benefactor here. He was starting last in a big field, and of course he's made himself way up to 6th position.
Yeah, it's certainly played into his hands, hasn't it? And look at the quality that is on offer. We're going to have a real good old slug out between 6 of the best here. Avon Insurance Sprint Car Gold Cup, the 21st edition of Speedway's great race here in the South Island. More gaps in the grid than you'll find in a hillbilly's mouth. Now that front row is going to be Connor Rangi, all on his lonesome. Let's go green again. See what happens this time. Joel Myers Jr. Well, picking up where he left off in the Ranch Bar and Grill 46C car. So Myers, he leads the way. In second spot, we've got Connor Rangi. Then we go back to Jamie McDonald, Jaden Dodge, Steve Duff and Jamie Larson. Big old battle going on there for 3rd and 4th between McDonald and Dodge. Myers has got it under control. Boy, he is carrying some speed. Super sizzling last lap. He's down in the 12s. Rangi struggling to stay in touch. But boy, Rangi is carrying some real speed into those corners. So Joel Myers Jr., he leads away. Connor Rangi in second. Then we go back. It's the 71 of McDonald behind him. That battle continues between Dodge and Larson. Rounding out the field, Steve Duff Jr. Boy, this is poetry in methanol-fueled motion. Watching Joel Myers Jr. from Northern California strutting his stuff here on the Ruapuna clay. Little bit of smoke coming from the 7 car of Dodge. Laps counting down very quickly here. Second heat race of the night. And talk about California dreaming, it's Joel Myers. What a sizzling performance. White flag comes out, just one more to go. McDonald starting to close in on Rangi for that 2nd and 3rd spot. But Myers, he's got the length of the straight advantage over a couple of the Kiwis' best. Checkered flag time. Put your hands together, Ruapuna. That was dominant. Rangi in 2nd. 3rd place goes to Jamie McDonald, Jaden Dodge in 4th, Jamie Larson in 5th. And then we go back to Steve Duff Jr. What did you think of that, folks? Give him a hand. He's just turned 17 years of age and his fastest lap time, a 12.887.
There you go, folks. Joel Myers Jr. showing us all how it's done. As AJ said, just 17 years old. That's going to be very close to a 10-lap record. He had 6 or 7 laps under 13 seconds, so the guy was absolutely flying, and Connor Ringy couldn't get anywhere near him. But a great result for the American. Joel Myers Jr. taking out the second race tonight.